Sometimes the things that you want will not align with the seasons that you have, and you need to prioritize the season that you are. You need to be honest with yourself with the season that you're entering. And I know it's hard, but you need to let go. It is not rejection, but a redirection. It is not rejection, but a redirection. It is not but a redirection. Some people's seasons doesn't align with yours, and some people are in different seasons in their life, and that's okay. I don't feel like we talk about that topic enough and what that means, because let's be really and truly honest, nobody actually, like, people will be saying that and be like, oh, it's in a different season, just like, you have to get so in tune with what season you're in life and decide what is meant for you and what is not meant for you. And a lot of the time people don't know what season they're in, and people don't know that their seasons don't align with other people's. Like, for instance, I had this conversation with this friend, and I could tell that he was in a very busy season of his life, meaning that he could not prioritize me. So I decided upon myself, and I was just like, I'm gonna give him that space for him to prioritize his busy season. And I did, because I know I was in a season where I wanted to prioritize our relationship, and he was not in a season where he could have prioritized that. So I was like, I'm gonna give you space. So I give him his space, and by me acknowledging that we are in two different seasons of life, it stopped both of us from wasting our time. And then I felt happy that I didn't waste my time, and he felt happy that I was able to respect the fact that we were in two separate seasons. Eventually we stopped talking, and then eventually I hear that he's in a new relationship and he has a car and all these different things, and I was happy for him. But if I didn't put myself out of where we were, if I didn't decide that our seasons were too misaligned for me to pursue this person, or for him to pursue me, we would have wasted our time trying to pursue something we know we didn't want. Even though we possibly wanted it, and in our soul and our hearts of hearts, we knew we didn't want what we knew we didn't want that between us. And that requires you to understand the seasons that you're in life. That requires you to understand the seasons that you're in life, and to accept the answers that you get. Because for me, before I made that decision, I didn't want to accept the answer I was getting from my intuition, from my body, because I wanted us to continue talking. I wanted us to further our relationship, but that just wasn't the time. It just wasn't the time for us to continue doing that. And you have to understand what period of life you are in, what infrastructure you are in, what priorities you are having when you're entering new seasons, when you're in a season, so you know what is meant for you, what is not meant for you. And for me, he was in that busy season. I was in my healing season. I was in my I want to pursue season, and he was in I want to pursue you, yes, but also I have things to do. And I knew I could not ask him to prioritize me, because he has his own life to live. And we need to respect when people are in different seasons, that they have their own life to live. That is very important. And understand, for me, because I am now in my busy season, and I have to tell people, no, I can't do this, I don't do this, I don't do this, because this is my busy season, and I cannot interrupt my busy season by doing this and filling up my busy season with more things that are unnecessary to me. You understand? You need to know what season you're in. You need to know what your priorities are for you to pursue the things that you want to pursue without distraction. People talk about, oh, they're in this season or in this season. Acknowledge your season you're in and have your priority. If you're in a healing season, a growth season, a fruit fruit season, given love season, given hate season, I don't condone that, but we all have to go through our different emotions and allow ourselves to process each emotion through each season, and give ourselves the space to Give ourselves the space to continue doing the things that we want to do, continue having the priorities we want to prioritize. But that can only happen to acknowledge the different seasons everyone is going through. So yes, your season might not align with theirs, and yes, it might look a bit shaky, but that's okay. It is okay for your seasons to not align, and it is okay for you to trust yourself to make the hard decision. It is okay for you to trust yourself to make that hard decision, because we need to make hard decisions when we're trying to have different priorities. We need to make the hard decision, otherwise we're just gonna continuously being stuck in our own ways, stuck in stagnancy, stuck without growth. And that is not what we need. We don't need that. We need to acknowledge when life is telling us something, when our body, life, people are telling us, you need to not do this. When life, our body is telling us, let's stop doing this, let's stop pursuing this, let's stop prioritizing this, let's stop saying yes, let's stop saying no. We need to acknowledge our priorities in each season, and we need to allow ourselves to let go when life is saying no. And it's hard to let go because it feels like rejection, but it's not rejection, it is redirection. And I always had to tell myself that it is not rejection, it is redirection. It's not rejection, it's redirection. Because if you don't tell yourself it's redirection, it's going to take a toll on you. And you need to come to terms with the fact that life will continuously redirect you in the path you need to go. Life is always working for you if you give it enough time to. Life is always working for you if you give it enough time to, but you need to trust it. You need to trust life, that life will provide what is meant for you Life will tell you what is meant for you will be you. Nothing as meant for you would leave you. Nothing that is meant for you would leave you. Nothing that is meant for you would leave you. I'm going to keep saying nothing that is meant for you would leave you. Even if it takes a period of time where you need to take a break from it, it will come back. It will stay on your face and it will ask, will you accept me? Over and over and over, because nothing that is meant for you would always find its way back to you, because it trusts you and it wants you. These things that you want you back. The things that you need you back. The ideas, the intuition, the dreams, they need you back. They need you to be here with it. So it would never leave you because it loves you too much. And you need to allow life to work with you. You cannot be a victim of life. You need to be a partner of life. You cannot, I'm going to repeat this again. You cannot be a victim of life. You need to be a partner of life. You need to co-create your own life, with God, with the universe, whoever. Co-create your life with God. Co-create your life with God. Co-create your life and work with it and be a partner of God, of life, of the be a partner of what life is willing to give you, because life has always loved you. You just have been too blind to see it. Life has always loved you, and you need to allow life, and you need to acknowledge that your life loves you. If you want more of me, if you want more of these type of topics, you'll go on my Substack. I do have my Substack. You can go and subscribe there. But that's just a shameless plug. Back to the topic. Sometimes your seasons just doesn't match up with the people you wanted to, and that is okay. That is okay, and you need to trust yourself enough to know that is okay. You need to allow, and not even with other people, with yourself. Sometimes the things that you want will not align with the seasons that you have, and you need to prioritize the season that you are. You need to be honest with yourself with the season that you're entering. And I know it's hard, but you need to let go. It is not rejection, but a redirection. It is not rejection, but a redirection. It is not but a redirection. Okay, love you, my love. Bye.